Hi, I'm Asmita Banerjee. We on this channel talk about improving the quality of work in our cell culture labs. In today's video, we would like to go through a checklist for entering the cell culture lab. First of all, you should have a plan before you enter the cell culture lab, and this plan should include all possible options. So, you check your cells, and if they have not yet reached a certain density, you will have to perform your experiment on another day. But if their density is right, you should have everything ready for your experiment, such as certain calculations, reagents, and time. Connected to that, do not forget your lab book. Even if you do not do an experiment and only check your cells or only passage them, you need to note down the cell confluency and maybe do a quick calculation. Write it down in your lab book. We often find paper towels and even gloves with calculations on them, which actually should be noted down in a lab book. Depending on how much time you're going to spend in the cell culture lab, make sure that you're well fed and, more importantly, well hydrated. Do not go into the lab hungry and thirsty. If it is customary in your lab to make a reservation for your time slot in the cell culture lab, make sure that you're on time and that you finish on time. Before you enter the cell culture lab, wash your hands thoroughly with disinfectant soap. Put on a clean lab coat, change into your lab slippers, and any other piece of personal attire your lab requires you to wear. In some labs, you're required to cover your hair and wear a mask, so make sure you follow all these rules. On a final note, after finishing your work, make sure to leave the cell culture lab in at least the same condition you entered it. Take a moment and look around. Take a moment and look around. Of course, every lab is different, but for example, is the sterile workbench properly closed and the UV light switched on? Is the microscope covered? Are the computers switched off? Did you remove the autoclave waste? Did you gather all your personal belongings and especially your lab book? Did you collect all copies of your protocols? I tend to forget my protocols on the wall. So, if you follow this checklist, you will be well prepared for the cell culture lab, and afterwards you will be happy with your work. Let's all try to improve the quality of work in our cell culture labs, and I will see you in the next video.